Oh, yes. What's up, everybody? You're watching Primal Rage with your host. It's the Beast, bitch. Oh, shit. Yes, sorry I've been taking such a quite long time here making videos, but I have another platform on BitChute, and I've been putting a lot of time, pumping a lot of videos, because that's where I do mostly all my political videos. I can't do them on YouTube because I can't say what I need to say, what needs to be said on YouTube. They punish you for your non-leftist political views. So with that being said, the Beast is back, and we're going to tackle this this He-Man, this shitty-looking He-Man cartoon that's coming up on Netflix. This is done by Kevin Smith, of course. There was some speculation when they saw one of the new figures to be released for the new Masterverse line by Mattel. And one of those figures was the Skelegod. So one, to assume right off the bat, this is going to be the powerful Skeletor version. But there is a lot of stuff to cover with this, and we're going to try to cover as quickly as possible. With that being said, make sure you like, share, and you subscribe. This channel is not for kids. This is for adults that were kids when I was a kid. And this is stuff has to do with us, not with little kids. Little kids don't care about He-Man. And, well, we sort of did. But anyway, here we go. This is by CosmicBookNews.com. Kevin Smith's He-Man is woke, possibly confirmed. Yeah, no possibly about it. I mean, when you look, when you see the arms, the guns on this bitch, it's like, what the and even Evil Lynn, man. And I don't know, they can't have Roboto, what, naked? It's a robot. They got a fucking poncho on this guy. It's like the robot with no name. He just needs the hat, man. We got like a robotic Clint Eastwood. But look at this. Man's haircut. I mean, I just don't understand. Like, why aren't feminists pissed off, man? It's like they have men as women in sports, and now they make women look like men in cartoons and movies. It's like it's wrong for a woman to have boobs, to have a butt. I just don't get it. So let's go check into this a little bit. Kevin Smith's He-Man Netflix animated series may indeed be woke, possibly confirming earlier rumors and speculation. I can tell you right off the bat, people, this is going to be one woke fucking mess. It says last year it saw it rumored that He-Man would be replaced by Teela in the new Kevin Smith animated series coming to Netflix this summer, which wouldn't be a surprise at all. And it would fit Hollywood's agenda of replacing white male characters like Star Wars, Ghostbusters, Terminator, Doctor Who, etc. We've seen this done, people, and we've seen it fail time and time again. So why not replace the manliest of them all, not to mention He-Man, is blonde. That's, well, he can be whatever hair color he wants to be. But if you looked at G.I. Joe, if you looked at He-Man, this was real high testosterone energy cartoons for kids. And it's not just the boys that liked these. Girls liked it too. They had female characters in there. And the female characters look like females. So you had the Baroness, you had Lady J, you had CoverGirl, you had Scarlet. And that's just to name a few. But they just, like, here's like a big purge on male characters, specifically white male characters too. While previously Kevin Smith seemed to have refuted and shot down the rumor by stating his series is all about He-Man, that remains to be seen as an action figure for the series has hit the net with potentially may offer otherwise. In addition, the recent first look images. Yeah, I mean, this is like, I noticed Teela's boobs got really, really small. but I mean, still identifiable as a woman. But here it says we're in spoiler territory. Correction. Anytime when you're destroying a franchise, you can't spoil it because it's already ruined. Like, you can't spoil moldy bread because it's already ruined. Skeletor's final form revealed. And this has to go with the Skelegod figure. Masters of the Universe Revelation action figure reveals major spoiler in that final form of Skeletor revealed Skelegod, which we're going to take a look. Yeah, I mean, look at this, people. Look at this. I mean, look. You're going to say, like, here's an old guy over here complaining about cartoons, and he's got toys on the wall. I'm a collector. And there is a lot more of us. And this is what the channel is intended for. Pop culture, toys, collectibles, review all kinds of stuff. And now we're fighting for pop culture. And for that, we got to criticize it. If you don't like to hear criticism of pop culture, then this ain't your channel. You got to go somewhere else. Maybe find a little safe space, crawl under the bed, get into that little fetal position, because you don't want to hear the beast talk about what's going on with all this propaganda. And that's all it is. Like, look, we're not having women look pretty much like women anymore. I mean, now, I don't know what they did to, Orko, but that don't look like the Orko I remember. Sure as hell don't look like the Teela I remember. It looks like a teenage dude that works at Starbucks wearing Evil Lynn's headdress, if you will. I don't know who the black chick is. Maybe she's gender fluid. Maybe she's Teela's lesbian lover. But at least when you look at the two, we know who's going to be the man in that relationship, right? Oh, here we go. It says, Twitter users even think it gets worse than that, as its guest Evil Lynn will side with Teela against Skelegod. Worth the mention that the official image below features Evil Lynn side by side with Teela. Now here's where it's gonna hurt. Regarding what happens to He-Man, we can guess after being defeated by Skeletor, the weak and wimpy Prince Adam will either be held captive by Skelegod, hence why Teela takes over the quest to get the Power Sword back, or that He-Man may be killed off. Again, which wouldn't be any surprise. I'm thinking with this, they're just gonna kill He-Man. Now this is set to be a two-parter. So I'm thinking they're gonna wrap this up like Skeletor's gonna kill He-Man, take the Power Sword, which the figure already has, the Skelegod figure. And I guess this is gonna set it up. Teela, probably the second episode's gonna start off where Teela gets a haircut, jacked up on them John Cena fucking steroids, and take over. I mean, come on, people. Look, if she looks like that now, right? What do you think she's going to look like when she gets the Power Sword? I mean, this is Teela before the Power Sword. So if she's jacked up right now, boy, she might have a set of nuts at the end of the second episode. But without a doubt, people, they're going to wrap this up in the second episode, where Teela is going to defeat Skelegod, and she's going to become Hela. It's going to be Hela, the Master of the Universe. There's going to be no Prince Adam. If there is going to be a Prince Adam, he's going to be a little scrawny and worship Hela, if you will. Yes, and this is the Skelegod figure. I mean, as you notice right here, he does have both Power Swords connected together. So they kind of just spoiled this right away, like this is Skelegod. But let's see, it's going to get worse. It says Master of the Universe Revelation, and this is by entertainmenttv.com. Master of the Universe Revelation unleashes the power with the first look at Kevin Smith's series. The animated sequel will be split into 2 parts, with part 1 premiering on Netflix this July 23rd. Oh man, this is going to be bad. By the power of Grayskull, He-Man is having pop culture moment. It says, there we go. Let's get to the beef, man. I mean, look, for right here, like, I like the problem here isn't the animation. The problem here is the politics. The problem here is that they can't keep our characters going at the same pace as they were in the 80s. Now the 80s cartoons are even for kids for today. But this stuff is not going to be intended for kids, people. I mean, the He-Man figure and Battle Cat figure actually look pretty good. But this is suggesting, even the toy line that's more Marvel Legends, Amber Collection, and Black Series, that this is suggested for a more mature audience. But again, this is going to fall flat. This is going to blow up in her face. Let's see here. He said, when I die, they'll be like, he made Clerks, remember? Because those are the most memorable thing I think I've done. I guess Kevin Smith talking. I think this has a running shot at being like, he made Clerks in that one cartoon that one time. Yeah. Yeah. Or we can look at it this way, Kevin, is that you're going to be the guy that screws up Masters of the Universe. Here we go. Split into 2 parts with 5 episodes, of part 1 premiering on Netflix this July 23rd. The show features all-star voice cast ensemble. They include Star Wars veteran Mark Hamill as Skeletor, Game of Thrones Lena Headey as Evil Lynn, Buffy the Vampire Slayer Sarah Michelle Gellar as Teela, Clueless Alicia Silverstone as Queen Marlena. I'm thinking the black chick. So we got a white girl voicing a black woman. You know, now really, I don't give a shit who does the voices. But you know, these SJWs, man, they're going to be complaining about the whitewash right there. Iconic Batman voice actor Kevin Conroy as Merman. And the original voice of Skeletor, Alan Oppenheimer, now in the role as Mossman. Why can't you just switch it around and just have the original Skeletor voice? I don't get that. But I guess it doesn't matter. Here we go. It says, we get to see them engaged, not just in clashing swords, but in far deeper conversations than we've ever seen before. Okay. Oh, shit. Oh, far deeper conversation. So this is not going to be for kids. This is going to be another woke piece of tissue paper that we're going to have to wipe our asses on. We're going to have to skip this, man. It just, he explains, it's not simply like these 2 dudes, He-Man and Skeletor, have been trying to beat each other up for decades. We get to tell stories of abuse. Fucking hell. Oh. Sounds like you picked a winner there, Netflix. Sounds like you... Oh, great. Yeah, wouldn't kids want to see that, huh? He-Man getting in touch with his feminine side. Like, you know, Skeletor, you hurt my feelings. You let your feelings get hurt there, He-Man. Mind if I touch you? Oh, you want to be Skelegod? Yeah, this is going to be garbage. This is going to be garbage supreme. Oh, great. We get to kind of tell stories of isolation and grief. Yeah, this really fits in with just swords, sorcery, monsters, demons, kings, queens, castles, warriors, barbarians. Yeah. We gotta talk about the abuse and the grief. Oh, we use these characters as long as they've been around, and most people consider them toys or action figures to tell insanely human stories set in a very inhuman world. Yes, putting our politics into this nonsense. And when you try to do this, and it will fail, it will fail. We already know, people, this is going to be a fucking shit show. A shit show. Gila is going to be the main character. It's going to all be about Gila becoming a man, getting in touch with her testosterone side. You know, maybe the second episode, she gets a haircut and puts on some Brute cologne. You know, takes some John Cena fucking steroids, learns Mandarin Chinese, and has a black woman lesbian lover while teaming up. Who knows? Maybe it's going to be a threesome too. Who knows? And they're going to talk about their feelings. And she's going to become the master of the universe. Because we can't have white males anymore having any lead roles in anything. That's all about that equality right there. Ain't that great? Thank you, Kevin Smith, for nothing. This is a woke shit show. And you heard it right here from the beast. Anyway, leave your comments down below. Hit that subscribe button. Don't miss any more reviews. And as the beast always says out there, get your rage on. Woo!